Els podcasts del Mercat de les Flors.
Hello, my name is Olivier Dubois, and I'm Olivier Dubois.
Who is Olivier Dubois?
Olivier Dubois is a troublemaker. Olivier Dubois is a choreographer.
It's funny that you say you're a troublemaker. In 2017, I interviewed you, and at the time you were l'enfant terrible de la danse française.
That's how people call me still. So that's quite cool because I'm 50 years old. So a terrible kid at 50 years old is quite cool. I'm not wild at all, but you cannot pet me. I cannot be domestic. I don't know why, but because I'm not a active troublemaker or active terrible kid. That's people what they talk about me. With me, I'm not. I'm quite stable, and no, I don't want to make any trouble anywhere. It's always been a bit like, reminds me when I was a kid and at school I wanted to hide, and one day a teacher told me, I was 6 or 7, said, Olivier, you cannot hide. Because I didn't want to be like to get the questions because I didn't work. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to hide. And she told me immediately, Olivier, you cannot hide. And I was trying to look like the smallest, the more discreet in the back, but it didn't work. I don't know.
You make yourself be seen.
I don't know. I didn't search for it. Never searched for it. Never searched for that. No, never.
Oh, it's happened.
Yeah.
You use a lot of dances. The idea of the multitude, the horde. Is there a beauty on that, or why do you like to work with so many people on stage? It's just something quite difficult.
So I don't use dancers. I have the chance to work with dancers and men and women dancing more than dancers. Because dance is very boring. Because then you stop. Because then appearance as a body appearance or a technique. Definitely I would be disappointed because 2 minutes after I will see someone better, someone looking better, someone looking stronger. No, it's a choice of a person, so I cannot change. So, it's very singular, each of them. I love working with a lot of people, because I discovered by chance somehow when I wanted to do this first piece in 2009, Revolution, it was for 15 women. I discovered that my writing is taking all strength, all diversity, all depth, with a big group of people on stage. It's not an ego stuff at all, because even it's way more difficult to produce a piece for a lot of people nowadays. But I love that so much. And now I just did a piece for 40 amateur women and it's fantastic. I love that. I know it's my writing, it's my choreographic signature. So it's really me. I'm not good for a piece at 5-6 people. I'm not good. I don't know. I'm not good. I love that too. It's fascinating of possibilities, of diversity of people. After it's also for sure. As I told, production-wise, it's difficult, but also it's a management. You need to like that because it's complicated. Human management, all of this, it's complicated, but it demands a kind of a competence somehow. A taste first, and then a competence, because it's something, but it's cool. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want more. Really. I would love to do a piece with 30, 40 people tour, but you cannot tour nowadays. It's impossible. Culture is out of money.
Mm-hmm. Also, watching those bodies, naked bodies, which are not nude, and the other way around, actually. Now, John Mercat makes the difference between nude and naked, right? And you already pointed at the fact that we don't see them taking off their clothes, so we don't go into something which is forbidden. We just see the way they are, and they are so different. And I wonder what's beauty for you.
That's a heavy question. I think humankind, we kneel in front of two things. We are nothing in front of power and beauty. Those two things are way stronger than us. Second, I can tell it's maybe linked to the question of what is art. It's the magic, impossible balance of beauty and terrible. And sometimes you have that in tragedy.
So beauty and terrible are very close together.
Yeah, absolutely. Rilke was explaining this of the angel of the terrible. It's this kind of a destroying and rebuilding and fascinating and completely dispossess you of everything. So, but yeah.
I think Rilke said something like, beauty is that thing that that is terrible, but we still can hold on them.
Yes.
You've lived in El Cairo 15 years. What took you there, and what did you get there?
أنا بحب القاهرة. I love Cairo. I fell in love with the city because we were traveling with my parents constantly, and for some other reasons, my father had to go there, so I went with him. And as I was traveling constantly since I was a kid, I was like, well, I can live anywhere in the world. But when I arrived to Cairo, I said to myself something weird. Then we went back to France, and I said to my father 6 months after, I go back to Cairo. I said, why? He said, no, I want to go back. And then I arrived, and I said, no, I will live here one day. But not as a, hysterical crisis of, yeah, I love it. No. It was really a very simple thing that moved, and I said, no, I'm going to live here. And I fell in love with Cairo, completely fell in love. I don't know. And my love is intact. I stopped living there, but it's a curse. Huh? I mean, it's a spell. Sorry, it's a spell that did this city on me. Chaos. I love chaos. Chaos because it's a mysterious organization. Chaos is not bordello. It's really a mysterious organization by the extreme. I love noise. I love pollution. So I love the heat. I'm not into green trees and stuff like that. Desert is my one, so I'm definitely made for that.
You told me that you did tragedy with a millimeter paper.
Yeah. All my works I do on millimeter paper, because you see a millimeter paper as a restricted area. When I see a map of the multiplicity, the craziness of the multiplicity of the possibles, it's a galaxy for me. It's not restricted at all. It's a galaxy in front of me, and I have really I fall really in that when I see even you show me now. I don't know. It's fascinating. It's like a black hole, and I'm going on it. Yeah.
Millimeter paper helps you to order things.
Yeah, sure.
And that
chaos is an order,
which we don't understand.
No, exactly. You know that I invent some mathematical process. So I really invent mathematical rules to build stuff. So there's no use except for what I know I do. So it's impossible. You cannot get it. It can look like chaos, but it's not. And tragedy is way more. It looks like very square at the beginning, but then it turns to be a bit of a chaos, but with a structure.
It makes me think also about mysticism. Mathematics is mysticism, actually, for Arabics, especially. It's the way to connect to God, right? Mm-hmm. So actually, chaos could be also seen as a way to get to somewhere.
Yeah, true. With mathematics. It's true, huh? But at the end, I would say mathematics is music. We produce our music, mystical thing. I think music is very, very mystical. Very, very mystical. Again, Rilke, The Melody of the Things. It's a beautiful book. If you can read it, it's very short, about the melody of all the songs that we have around us. And all of this is also, we can be somehow probably described as a mathematical process. So, yeah, mysticism is, but something that that I never do as conscious. You don't do mysticism, I think, consciously, especially when you're Occidental. Otherwise, Halloween, So it's better to to be aware of that and say, I don't know exactly what I'm playing with, but probably there is something happening that I don't control. So what is it? I don't know. There's probably a reason of why we're here on Earth. There's probably a rule of those galaxies. There's probably, but neurologically talking, we cannot understand it. So let's be humble. And the only way probably is to feel. If you allow yourself to feel, to have the sensation of something, maybe for those very impossible, technically we cannot understand. Technically, really, we don't have the brain for that. So it's just like maybe by the sensation we can have a feeling, a perception, very thin. But this, you need to allow yourself for that. So maybe, yes, that's closer than this, than like a clear, like this is, no, it's, I don't know.
Does it have a relation to choreography? Because you said that being a choreographer is the most beautiful task or job that you could have. And
no, performer, dancer.
It's better to be a performer than a choreographer.
Not better, but it's my first love. I will always stay a dancer, always. Before, and that's probably one of the reasons, for example, we don't have any injured people or whatever, because I know exactly where they are. I know where they are exactly. I dance that. I love this. This is the most precious and fragile.
But when you introduced yourself, you said you were a choreographer. You didn't say that you were.
I'm a choreographer because that's why you invite me to talk. You didn't invite me as a performer, unfortunately, because you did an interview for Algori, not when I did the solo, right?
Yeah, but I think I didn't choose that, actually.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it's true. The dancers have less voice.
But they do not exist at all. So when you are not in ballet, I know, and I defend them so much as not for them, for the love I have of this role of being a performer. It's fantastic. For me, it's the most beautiful.
What is it so beautiful about it?
Fragile, powerful, shine and disappear in 1 second. Transformation, constant metamorphosis of yourself. Discipline, pain and joy. Collecting hundreds, millions, as I said in the solo, of movements, of gestures, positions, intentions. You're a museum of art inside of you. A lot of stuff.
What about being in front of the public?
Being an artist is an attempt to dialogue, so it's a moment to dialogue, to talk.
I always thought that having a job that ends every day with an applause did something.
You are not a serious artist if you end up always with an applause. I ended up attacked in the street, spitting on me, insulting, violence, jail. I don't know what kind of artist is always on applause. You
ended up in jail? When
yeah,
was that?
I mean, in Israel, in Russia, for different reasons. One for pornography, because they decided it was pornography, it was not, or for different reasons. Or I've been in the press, insulted, but really insulted, with my ass everywhere. I've been, people spitting on me in the streets, so like that. So, I mean, if you're a serious artist, it's not ending up with applause. It's what kind of artist are we talking about?
Tragédie also speaks somehow about Greek theater, which is the cradle of our culture, Western culture. Does it have a sense or special importance for you, talking about Greek theater?
I'm not talking about, I'm using. So I'm using them. For sure, I read, let's say, The Birth of Tragédie by Nietzsche. You can see my book, it's funny. It's like I stick other pages from other books in front and tell, see Nietzsche, you're wrong. No, it's not right. Oh, I like you. Or I'm in discussion complete with them. You're stupid, I erase words I don't like. Yeah.
You do that with every book?
Oh,
yeah,
it's very
nice
interesting.
Library.
I mean, it's like a book in a book. You don't get, because it's really consulting dialogue. Not you are right, you are not right. I'm from my time, so I'm right. You shut up. But we can talk together. Yeah, Greek civilization is something big. We have to say it's big because I think we lost a lot. And probably, it's the first essay that was containing probably of the most beautiful perspectives. This was the pre-architecture of civilization made of hope, probably, that we turn to control. And, freedom, the notion, when arrives the notion of freedom, arrives the notion of restrictions. So, that's probably the safety, liberty, freedom, those words are containing restricting a lot. So there is a kind also of a fantasy of it that we don't, definitely probably we lost a lot of what was really. I love mythology. I love the big tragedy, the Greek tragedy I love Medea is a fantastic thing for me. I love Greek tragedy. That's like still... it's also how we read them now. For example, let's say Medea, with all the women movement. She was a killer, and now we can see her as a woman saying, you know what, fuck off. I killed my husband. I killed the other one. I killed my kids to be a woman. Wow.
To be a person.
To be a woman. To exist as a woman, not as a mother, not as a wife, not as a witch or whatever. So it's fascinating because those tragedies can find a way to stay always alive. That's beautiful. And mysterious. Because it's mysterious. There's something mysterious in the Greek tragedies. Of the deep understanding they got of human beings.
Which is the same one.
The same. And it allows you to read it regarding who you are, where you are. Such a talent. Art.
Yeah.
Such a talent.
Dancing is a drug?
Yeah, because it kills.
It kills?
Yeah, because it makes you see out of somewhere else and kills. It hurts. It kills the body. It hurts a lot. A lot. It kills because you're getting old. Admit that, for example, I'm a dancer, so in my art, it's my way to talk, to dialogue. Then when I'm getting old, you're killing my possibility to talk to you. The time is putting me in silence. That's quite different from other art job. You can write until 80, you can paint until 80, you can act until 80, you cannot dance until 80. So, no, but no blah blah. This is a blah blah of, what, you're not trained, eating veggie, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this boring artist. No. So, no, I don't believe in you sit on a chair and you call it dancing. No way. I cannot be a mathematician. I cannot be a baker, because it demands competence and technique that I don't have. So please respect that job. Like people say, oh, you can be a dancer. No, you don't know how to move. You're not a dancer. Sorry. Everybody can move. Everybody can dance, can have fun, but not everybody can be a dancer. This is for me very clear because we need to put this respect to our jobs. It's very, very hard. And, but dancing is a drug also, I would say in a funny way, yeah, because we all face the craziness of what happened to be dancing, and you have this thing that I don't know what's happening. You are, because you kind of, I don't know if we called it freedom, we called it distanced reality, we called it pleasure, we called it, but also it's a killing. Yeah, it's really a killing. I mean, it's and that's why it's serious, and that's why it's interesting. Otherwise, it's if a drug with no bad side is not a drug, and it's no fun. Yeah. You have to fight with the devil. Then it's fun. Challenge the devil is fun.
Thank you so much, Olivier.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll let you go.
Ending up with challenging the devil.
You are the devil.
No, I'm a little angel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little angel.
Actually, yes.
A devil is an angel first, darling. You forgot.
Yeah.
And the first time we saw you in Barcelona, you were an angel.
When was that? When was that?
Yeah, angel devil, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, in Greek.
I saw you.
You saw it?
Yeah, you were
with the
right.
tonga. I was on the side.
You were a putty, a beautiful putty.
It was complete putty with the blonde hair like this, curly, smoking cigars, red nipples, tonga red.
When was that?
2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I love that performance. Yeah, I was starting. You remember? I was like 2 hours 30. I was starting and finishing the piece, and constantly that. It was a physical killing. Yeah, and it was so. I loved it so much. Yeah, you remember that?
Of course I do, because I was sitting here and you were just right there. So I can remember.
I don't know if
perfectly.
I think I have a picture. Somebody sent me here a month ago. I would like to find it. Oh, here. The one. That was something. Fuck. In Pinterest. What is it doing in Pinterest?
Aquest és un podcast del Mercat de les Flors. Barcelona, 2024.
A demà.
A demà.
Enjoy. I hope. Maybe
Yeah,
shit.
of course,
Maybe not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Oh la la.